Hi, this is Steve for True Hollywood Talk. We're with Laura Marie Pena with her film Easy Money, and I want to give her a warm welcome. Thanks for coming to truehollywoodtalk.com.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you're from Miami. You said this is the first kind of major film. What is this Easy Money about? When I hear Easy Money in Hollywood, I think hookers? I don't know. What's Easy Money?
This is the Easy Money story of a babysitter. Her name is Jaylyn. Her best friend volunteers her to babysit for a sort of pro-curious couple throughout the night. And this couple's kind of weird. They leave, separately. And so she's just kind of like, what is going on? So this takes place in one night, follows her throughout the night, where she's basically eventually has to question her own conscience and question herself whether her innocence is worth giving up to babysit for these people, if it's worth the money.
You got me intrigued now. Okay, so who is this couple and where did this idea come from? I kind of like it.
This couple is a young couple who they obviously have a lot of money, a very nice house, and the idea came from me. It's loosely based on what happened to me when I was babysitting in Miami for this young South Beach couple, and they'd leave separately. Sometimes the mom would come home with another woman or whatever, and so I had to detach myself.
Talking is getting better all the time. All right?
I had to detach myself from the true story and twist it around to kind of turn it into a psychological thriller. And it's really intriguing. It's kind of like a coming-of-age story where Jaylyn, she starts off as this innocent girl, and at the end, it's like, what is she going to do? Is she going to go back? Is the money that good? She's going to keep going back and be in this weird household.
What happens to her in the household? Is she going to have sex with the husband and the wife, or there's a darkness and yet a comedy here. It is a coming of age also. Tell us, not to get into your whole story without giving it away, but I think people sometimes are pulled to the dark side.
Yes, they are, and that's exactly what this is about. She finds out that her best friend Paula, who volunteered her to babysit, is on the dark side, and she wants to be like Paula, so this intrigues her very much. And furthermore, throughout the night she discovers she's being videotaped, and she finds VHS tapes, and so it's kind of about what is on those tapes also.
I'm kind of liking this little lady. There's something very interesting about Laura Marie Pena. It's almost got a darkness to it. What's been the response for the audience so far? Because I would think this would be kind of a cool film. I'm looking forward to it.
The audience, it's very interesting to see the response. I feel like they get kind of scared for Jaylyn, as the man who's questioning her. He's kind of asking her like, oh, well, do you bring any boys over? Because it's okay. And people are kind of scared for this girl, and they kind of want her to get out, yet they want to know what's going to happen. And sometimes a little uncomfortable, with some little touchy situations, but I think
it's real life, though.
It's real life, yeah. It happens, and it's interesting to see what she's going to do and how she's going to react.
Well, I really want to hear about your babysitting tales in West Hollywood. I can't wait to hear that story. Holy mackerel! Can imagine what's going on out here. How did you cast it? Are you playing the girl in there, or who's actually acting in that part?
I casted her. Her name is Liz Tuvenuti, and I just found her online, holding auditions. I had a couple auditions for this, and she really fit the role, and she's very innocent looking, yet she has the possibility of turning to the dark side.
So do you like the dark side or the light side? Tell me the truth now. Be honest now.
I like the dark side. I think it intrigues people, and people are curious to see what happens on the other side, and that's why I like showing this in a dark psychological thriller sort of way, because I think people are it's kind of out of the box.
What did you shoot it on, and how long did it take to shoot the film, Lauren?
I shot it on HD, and it took 7 days to shoot, and to my advantage, we took our time because it took place in one night, and it was basically one location, this house we got, plus one other location, which was my apartment, for 1 day. So it was, I wrote for what I knew wouldn't be too much, and the most complicated scene was probably the scene with the video cameras and the monitors.
What's going to be the sequel?
There is not going to be a sequel, but I'm working on the script to the feature film right now. So it's just a lot more dragged out, showing the backstories of these, so to say, vampires, what I like to call the couple, and just showing, you know, where these characters came from and where they're going to go.
I think it's like just human beings. How well do you know anyone, and whether it's your spouse or someone you're babysitting with? We saw the recent news with John Edwards. I just think that you just never really know. And what I like about your story is you don't know how far down she's going to slide, you know?
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, she could very well turn to one of these vampires. I mean, she's 17 years old, so there, you know, you really don't know where you're headed, and you're so easily influenced, and, you know, you kind of think the world is Disneyland, and when you find out it's not, it's kind of a little disturbing and tough to deal with, but...
I don't know, there's something really cool about you. I think that, keep making movies, Lauren. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I want to thank you for coming on truehollywoodtalk.com, and if you ever do the TV series, Babysitters, the TV series, I'm in, okay?
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Bye, guys.
This is Steve for True Hollywood Talk with Lauren, who kind of likes the dark side of babysitting. I'm not sure, okay? But she seems kind of cool. She's from Miami. I think she was heavily influenced by Miami Vice. This is Steve for truehollywoodtalk.com.